Welcome to the Cooldown Lab. I'm Boaks,
And I'm Hoodie, aka the Formula One addict.
where we preview the only race where grass has ruined more weekends than Ferrari's strategy.
Austria is back, and so are the FIA's favorite words, track limits noted. Austria might be Red Bull's backyard, but some of the grid is here to mow the lawn.
You thought Canada was wild, wait until Austria gives everyone a penalty for breathing too close to the white line. The Cooldown Lab is brought to you by CerebralOverload.com. You can scroll for hours viewing new tech products coming out and tech reviews that are sure to open your eyes. Cerebral Overload is your go-to site for all daily tech news. That is cerebral-overload.com. Go check them out. Now back to the episode. Before we get into all the madness that Austria is about to bring, let's talk about the chaos we just witnessed in Canada, Hoodie. What are your thoughts on the race?
Dude, I gotta be honest. It was pretty fucking boring. I'm not gonna lie. Up until like lap 60.
Dude, the battle for 16th was going absolutely insane.
I gotta be honest. I didn't even fucking watch that shit. The cameras weren't on it, so I don't even know how I'm supposed to know what the fuck's going on for 16th.
I forget who all was in the train. It was like,
I
think it was Ocon.
Yep. And
who else?
it was both of the. It was fucking
the Alpines.
Yeah, it was Bierman.
It
It was Bierman because fucking Ocon was in the points.
Was it not
Ocon? It was fucking Bierman, both the RBs. I want to say probably both the Alpines, and then
at one
right?
point I think it was a line of like 5. I forget who all it was, but it was one team, a second team, a third team, and then it just reversed the order.
Oh.
Like I think it was like Alpine, Haas, RB, Haas, Alpine. I think that is the order it was in.
I know at least Hajar was back there because I was fucking pissed he didn't do better, dude.
I know, bro. Dude, Hajar is so good.
That motherfucker is just.
He's gonna be in the Red Bull next year,
dude. He's gonna ruin his career next year. You mean? Dude, that second
the perks of being Max Verstappen's teammate. Let me tell you what.
That second seat is cursed, brother. Fucking cursed. But dude, no, you know that at least once a year you gotta have one Mercedes fucking win a race. It's like a rule,
But why did it have to be that Mercedes? I don't.
Yeah,
I would have much rather Kimi won. I just don't like George,
dude. But that's the thing is I feel like Kimi's definitely a better driver, but I think George just has more experience.
I mean, obviously, yeah. George has been in the sport for how many years now?
I don't even know. No, since what, 2019, 2018, something like that.
Was it 2019?
I think it was 2019.
5 years, almost 6.
Or 6 years, almost 7.
6, almost 7.
Yeah.
Dude, was it actually?
I think it was 2019. Oh, Google team. No, but
2019.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing though, is even if I don't even think Kimi would have been able to get up into that position, even if he had, another couple laps, it wouldn't have mattered.
No, because he still would have had to pass Max.
Yeah, that's just not.
And Max passing Max alone would have held him up.
Yeah, so it is what it is, but it's going to happen at least once, and I don't know. They always do. It seems like they do.
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah,
that it was Kimi or not Kimi.
Well, I mean, he got his first podium though, so we'll fucking take that.
Yeah, no, I mean, Kimi was balling. Kimi has been balling.
He did good. I mean, he did really good. I want to say he battled Piastri, right? I can't remember exactly, but
yeah, it was Piastri behind him.
Yeah, he kind of he didn't really go.
Yeah, it was what, George, Max, Kimi, Piastri, Lando.
Wow, not quite
until lap. I forget what lap it was.
I want to say 67.
That's what I was thinking, 67 or 68.
Yeah.
And then the order changed one position changed.
One position, everyone else got to move up slightly.
Yeah. Well, so can we talk about George and that little brake check he decided that he wanted to try out?
Oh, under the safety car, huh?
I completely understand Max is a singular point away.
I mean, yeah.
But that was just blatant.
I don't understand why. Like, Give me a reasonable explanation why George would be hitting the brakes like that too.
Dude, the only explanation is to get Max out of the race next week.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, realistically, even if the FIA did look at Max and was like, "Oh, you undertook under the safety car," it's not. You're not going to fucking get a penalty for that. Like, that's ridiculous. And the fact that George didn't even get a penalty for it too is kind of insane.
Well, you saw that they called George to the steward's office, yeah?
Was it for that, or do we know?
So the reason isn't out, but it was Red Bull that made the complaint. So yeah, I'm assuming it has to be
That, or I did see that, like, when they were coming out of the pits under the safety car, because I had to go through the pits because Lando's fucking dumbass was right there on the start line, right?
Yeah.
So it was when they were coming out of the pits. I want to say on all the laps under the safety car, George like just stopped basically. I mean, he didn't stop, but like there was more than 10 car lengths from him to the safety car. And I wonder if that would make more sense to me than the brake check. But it could be both. I don't know. But he's not going to get a penalty for it.
No, they already announced he wasn't.
The motherfuckers.
You want to talk about how stupid that 5-second penalty was to give Lando
for
like what? They announced that Lando, I think it was like a 5-second penalty, but
for hitting Piastri,
unless they're gonna give him an actual place penalty, like a grid penalty next week.
What fucking sense does that make?
I think it was just completely stupid to give him a penalty.
That's dumb. That doesn't make any fucking. He's out of the race. What? It's just gonna add toward the end of his time, which is like that doesn't really make any sense.
Technically, it wasn't a DNF because he registered X amount of laps. I forget how many laps it has to be, like what percentage.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
At least I'm pretty sure.
Huh. That would make sense then. But I mean, he's still like he got overtaken by everybody. I don't know.
I would say no one was coming in behind him.
No one was gonna finish. Yeah. Unless that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's a good point. But I mean, if they do, if they do give him a grid penalty, then for it, because he technically didn't serve that time penalty, and if it was one of those ones where you serve it, in the pits or after the race, whatever.
Dude, he couldn't make it.
Yeah, I would assume with that much time left in the race, it would have been added to the end of his fucking end of it,
Okay, so now let me hit you with this. Say for some reason they do end up giving him a grid place penalty. It's probably, dude, I want to say 10 place maybe.
No, for 5 seconds.
Not being able to serve the penalty though. Didn't they? Was it Sainz that they gave that to? It was like 5 places.
Oh, it was Yuki. Yuki got a 10 place grid penalty, but that was for something completely different. So
no. There was it might have been last year. I think it was Sainz.
Oh, dude, it was this year. Was
it this year?
Fuck,
yeah, Sainz. Yeah. He took was it a 5 or 10 place because he didn't serve the penalty.
I think it was only like a 5. It couldn't even been a 1. I think it might have been a 5 though. I don't know, dude. I can't remember. That's so fucking long ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. That it's stupid. It was completely pointless to give that penalty out.
I didn't even know that they did that. That makes no sense. Dude, that's the fucking...
Did you see that half the grid was noted for safety car infringements?
Really?
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna find the penalties that were given out.
Finding out all of this now, right before Austria, like one of the most penalty-prone places on the calendar, I would say. That's insane. Like, how the fuck are you gonna? How do you justify that?
Let's see. Yeah, so Lando received a 5-second time penalty for his collision with Piastri. Somehow Russell escaped the penalty.
That's crazy.
Okay, so 7 drivers. It was Kimi, Oscar, Charles, Ocon, Sainz, Gasly, and Stroll all received warnings for overtaking under safety car conditions after the checkered flag.
Dude, that's funny because we were watching fucking Alonso's on board at the end of the race, and he mentioned it, and he said, "Fucking tell Lance," and he still did it.
Yeah,
what a fucking idiot, man. Oh my god. That's funny. Interesting. Okay. What was the one for Pierre and what was it, Lance? Oh, I never mind.
It
I thought
was
it
it
was
was
their
7 drivers. They all just received warnings.
yeah. Huh. That's fucking crazy,
Oh,
dude.
I found it's penalty points after the Canadian Grand Prix.
Where's Max at? 11.
Yeah, Lando has 3. Piastri has 4.
I don't even know what for, to be honest with you.
He got 2 points for a collision with
Nope.
Colapinto in Abu Dhabi last year. And then he got another 2 points for a collision with Liam Lawson at Brazil last year.
Dude, that's the
Huh.
thing is I don't because I remember last year, Abu Dhabi, he had that fucking crash with Max. When the fuck did he hit Colapinto?
It just says causing a collision with Franco Colapinto at the
Interesting.
2024 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
All right.
Leclerc has 0, but I mean,
They
he's
don't
never
really
actually
have.
fighting for anything.
I was
So,
gonna say he's got nothing to fight for, dude.
Hamilton has none. Max Verstappen,
What a shocker, huh?
he has 11. Um, so
Oh, look at that though. Some of these expire. Well, at least the last one expires in June.
are you looking at it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, causing a collision with George. Oscar Piastri in Abu Dhabi. So Oscar didn't get points for that. Max did.
Right, because that was. I mean, that was
I
Max's
don't
fault.
remember.
For
I don't
sure.
remember that.
The which one? The one with Max Oscars or the one with
Yeah,
Colapinto? You don't remember that? It was
either
fucking.
of them.
It was lap one, dude.
Am I stupid?
Kind of.
I don't know. Whatever. 1 point for driving unnecessarily slow at Qatar in qualifying. Okay. Virtual safety car infringement in a sprint race at Brazil.
Who gives a fuck?
Forcing Lando off track during 2020 in fucking Mexico.
Yup.
Causing a collision with Norris.
Austria.
Yep. Yuki has 2 for overtaking under red flags at Canada this year. Oh shit! I didn't know he got points for that.
No, that wasn't Canada. That was last.
No, he
When did
he
when
overtook
did
under red flags. It was practice. It was practice 1, I think.
it was didn't when did Oscar crash in practice? I know he did it in Monaco. Because I thought that's what they were saying was with this last race is that he got a 10 place grid drop because he overtook under red flag, but it was on Oscar. And he was trying to fucking save himself. Like he was I watched the fuck, what was it called? It was like the weekend warm up, I think it was. And he was all like complaining about, oh, I don't fucking understand why I had why they gave me fucking a 10 place grid penalty for that.
I don't remember that.
I don't think that was Canada, but whatever.
But no, he overtook under a red flag in practice 1
Yeah.
this season or this race.
Did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize he got 2 points for it though.
That sucks.
Russell has 1 point for a safety car infringement in Qatar of last year. Kimi obviously nothing. Whoa. Hold on. Rookie Fernando Alonso. How does he have 2 penalty points? What did he do? He crashed with
When?
Joe
But which one?
at the Austrian Grand Prix. I mean, that had to have been last year.
Last year, yeah.
Wait, that expires June 30th, 2025. So, yeah, that had to have been last year.
It could have been the year.
Lance Stroll. Hold on here. 6 points. Pushing another driver off track, causing a collision with Charles, impeding during quality, causing a collision with Alex. Jesus Christ. 4 points are from this year.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
He got 2 for pushing a driver at Canada, like this race. And then the one with Charles.
That's funny.
That's insane, dude. Gasly has none. Colapinto has 2 for
Bro,
crashing the Liam at Mexico.
look at look at Bierman. 4.
Holy fuck! What?
Red
Red flag
flag.
infringement in Monaco,
Oh, yeah. He did do
causing
that.
a collision with Colapinto at Brazil of last year.
Don't fucking remember that, but
I don't either. Liam Lawson, this makes perfect sense. Causing a collision, causing a collision, causing a collision, causing a collision.
Bro, like, he is added to the Mount Rushmores of fucking terrorists on the grid, bro. That dude
Like,
is
you know what?
fucking.
I'm actually surprised Russell doesn't have more.
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought that that penalty in Monaco. Well, I guess that's not really necessarily like a. These are more like infringements, collisions, or forcing people off. He doesn't do that shit. He just
I
fucking
mean,
cuts
he's had
entire
some
corners.
collisions.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he just likes to cut corners, you know.
The GOAT, Isaac Hajar, has 0. Sainz has 2, causing a collision at Bahrain of last year.
This year.
Oh, he
Oh
doesn't.
yeah, that was on.
Yeah,
On.
that was this year.
That was on Hajar, I think,
Was
or
it?
it was one of the RBs.
Hmm.
Bahrain.
Albon has 2.
Wait, have they raced at Bahrain already? Right? I thought it got moved back.
No, they raced.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yeah, no,
enough.
they raced there already.
Okay.
Albon has 2, causing a collision with K-Mag at Qatar of last year. Nico has 4. He hit Yuki in Italy last year, and he caused a collision with Alonso at Austria of last year.
Interesting. Oh, the sprint too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did my boy Gabby? None. Clean.
Zero penalty points.
Attaboy.
Dude, I wish he was in a better car.
I mean, he's gonna get one next year, so.
Dude, how great would it be for next year? Audi comes in, Nico 1, Bortoletto 2. How fucking insane would that be?
That's the thing about next year's regulations, man. It could be anybody. I know.
Well, that and the fact you got Audi coming in and
Cadillac.
That's 2 more teams to fuck shit. Well, 1 extra team to mess shit up.
Yeah.
But a complete revamp of Sauber.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Audi too. It really could be. And I mean, Gabby won the fucking F2 championship last year.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wish he had a better car.
Yeah. I think he's going to get one next year, though, for sure. And I think with new regulations, it could be literally anybody's game. I mean, especially, well, not necessarily anybody's. Like, obviously, people that have more money, like, you know.
But it levels the playing field out a little bit at least.
Yes, absolutely. And it could be anybody next year. So it makes sense. We've gotten a little bit off topic, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a pinch.
Well, all right. So I got another question for you.
Go for it.
When does Fred get put in the hot seat?
Oh, so I saw something over the weekend that it was during one of the practices, I think, or qualifying. There's apparently a fucking like really well-known Italian fucking sports journalism shit or whatever. Who cares? That's like criticizing Fred. And I guess both Lewis and Charles fucking were like, no, dude, he's chill. He's good. But I don't know. I think after this weekend, I might be rethinking that.
He can be chill all he wants. But Ferrari, all jokes aside, bottles their strategy week after week.
Yeah, and I feel like
going on 3 years now, at least.
I mean, at least for sure. I don't know. I feel like especially for this weekend, I feel like you didn't really notice Lewis complaining about his strategy. You saw, Leclerc bitching about his shit. So it's kind of like,
dude, Lewis had 20 seconds ahead of him.
He's
at
behind
one point.
him. Lewis
Was it
finished.
behind him?
Yeah, I think Charles finished 5th and Lewis finished 6th. So it was 20. It
Yeah,
was a
no.
20-second gap, but it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, no.
I'm saying there was a 20-second. They could have the top 5 could have pit again.
Yeah, yeah. And fucking Lewis still hit a gopher. That's insane.
Yeah, to be fair, that wasn't fully Ferrari's fault. He had damage the entire race almost.
Yeah, still.
But still, like
Yeah.
I will say, props on him for pulling that out of his ass.
Dude,
Bro hit a fucking gopher and still managed to finish in the points.
Dude, it kind of reminds me of like back in 2021 where Max and Lewis crashed at Silverstone, and like Lewis didn't like. Have you seen those things where it's like, oh, the fucking broadcast was showing that Lewis was asking if Max was okay, like right away, but it realistically,
it was like
it took
was
him all the way back to the
time
pits. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, but like he's asking immediately about the gopher. It's like, do I have damage? It's like, is that gopher fucking like, you know? It's like, oh, is the gopher okay? No, dude, it's fucking dead, you bitch. Don't even ask.
Yeah, no, it was. I was watching. It was just laying in the grass.
Oh, dude, I
Like
didn't see that.
afterwards,
Yeah, I didn't
it was
see
just
that.
there.
That's funny. There's always one. There's always one. No, but I think, dude, Fred, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's not, half of it really isn't his fault. Like, he didn't design the car. He didn't, do any of that
The car
stuff.
design is not the issue.
No,
No, the car design is not the issue at all. It's
No.
genuinely strategy that screws them over every race.
But if you think about it, how much is that really up to him? Or is it mostly up to the engineers? Or like the engineers saying, like, hey, like, we should probably pit here. Or like, what is it? I'm so curious to know, like, what actually is their problem.
Technically, he's the owner.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So he doesn't really fucking have that much say.
I mean, he's team principal, but
yeah.
Let's just see. Let me.
I don't really think that 90% of the strategy is probably not up to him. But they're going to blame it on him because it's the face of the fucking thing,
So according to Google's AI overview,
oh, fucking here we go.
The F1 team principal is responsible for the overall direction, performance, and success of the team.
Right.
They manage all aspects of the team from hiring and firing personnel to making strategic decisions and represent the team publicly. That being said,
yeah,
maybe he doesn't have direct, like, I mean, we have seen Toto hop on and tell Lewis or George or even Bottas at the time, like, stay out, like, this is what we're doing, or come in, this is what we're doing. We've seen him hop on and, like, take control. I don't actually think I've ever seen Fred do that.
Well,
he very well might. He may have. I'm just not recalling anything.
So there's.
But that being said, well, even if he's not making the strategic decisions as much as like other team principals are, like Zach Brown, Toto, maybe even Horner, he can still fire the people that are making those decisions for strategy,
right,
and bring in new people just to like purge, I guess. It still kind of falls onto him.
It does. Yeah. No, I agree. And it kind of makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. There's a fucking there's a video from, I want to say, 2020 Turkish Grand Prix where you can watch, basically they it was Spain, where you have to find the video, but it's basically just like a radio of, pretty much, it was James Vowles at the time, and it was like a bunch of engineers talking about the two-stop strategy being faster than the one-stop, because I think previously it was always a one-stop, but then they made it a two-stop basically in 2020 because it was faster. And Toto kind of jumped in and was like, okay, let's do it. But James Vowles was like, I don't even know what he was at the time, but he said, okay, this is what we're going to do. And Toto came in and was like, are you sure? And they were like, yes. So even if it's not directly up to Fred, he still is in charge of the people making those decisions. And if they're making dumb ones, fucking can them, dude. Get fucking rid of him.
He's been with Ferrari since 23.
It's not been long, really.
No.
Because I think 24 was his first season, or was it 23? Oh, yeah, it's 2023. Okay. So, yeah, fucking 3 years, 2023, 2024, and then, half of 25.
To be fair, yeah. And in his second season, they finished second.
Yeah, they
So
did.
it's not like he's doing a horrible job. It's just, at what point do you actually do something about the strategy getting messed up? I don't.
So I think about last year though. They were so much worse last year than they at the beginning of the year, and then at the end of the year they came in and finished second. So it's kind of like he's I I don't think he's actually in the hot seat. I think that
You think it's a
they're
media thing?
yeah, 100%. It's just because they're not winning races. But think about it. They've had maybe one race where they finished lower
I
than
mean,
fucking like P. They've never been out of the
with
points, I don't think.
with them not winning race, was Hamilton not out of the points like a week,
I'm
2 weeks
saying
ago?
team-wise, I'm pretty sure they've always scored in every race. Might not have been, obviously where they want to be.
Massive.
Yeah, but it's like when you're fucking going up against Max Verstappen, the fucking Mercedes have picked up life, and obviously the McLarens. You're not going to be winning every race. You're just not.
No,
So
I mean, with the two McLarens out there, it's as long as Lando doesn't decide to
he wants to mow the
kamikaze
fucking
every race.
dude. He
Yeah,
wants to mow the lawn again. Yeah. I mean,
but with the two McLarens out there, it's almost a guarantee that there are going to be two McLarens on the podium.
yeah,
It's almost a guarantee.
yeah, and it's like you're not no, because I think let me see the standings real quick. They're in third right now. They're
So
16
in
points behind
Aust-
Mercedes.
Yeah, in Austria, Charles finished 8th and Hamilton finished 10th. Let's see China.
They scored
5th and 6th.
Yeah, it's just that the media is saying like, oh, they're not fucking winning races, but dog, you're not winning against. You're not.
No,
And I
not at
mean,
all.
is their strategy a part of it? I don't think so. Like it comes down to their qualifying. Like if they were qualifying P1 and P2 but still finishing, 5th and 6th, then yeah, it's their strategy. But they're not. They're finishing relative to where they qualified. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
that's not really up to strategy at the end of the day. I mean, there is a couple of poor strategic decisions that they've made, but I mean, like this, what was it? Something about fucking Charles wanted the fucking one stop. I just don't even think that was possible this weekend. I think he was being delusional.
Yeah. No,
I don't think
I don't think that was happening.
No, I don't even think anybody did the one stop. I know Carlos Sainz was on a fucking heater, and they were trying to get Albon to do the one stop because he was complaining about those mediums. But I mean, you're going fucking 70 laps on the softest compounds.
Who took the hards 43 laps? Who was that?
It might have been. Was it Sainz? He was on a heater. I can't remember.
Was it Nico? No.
I'm pretty sure everyone in, I would say, the top 10 probably did the two stop. I'm going to try and look. But no, I don't think he's in the hot seat, man. I think it's just the fucking media being delusional.
Yeah, no, I can completely get behind that.
It's just they're not fucking winning, and they're fucking at Italy.
Because at that point, at what time do you put Horner in the hot seat? If he made it through all that shit he already did,
dude, that's a good fucking point, though. That's actually a really good point.
Like, you clearly have a car catered towards one driver, and obviously, yes, you're going to cater towards Max. You just are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
that second car needs to be able to perform. It has to.
That's actually a really good fucking point, because you're looking at a 4-time world champion, possibly 5th. I don't think so this year. But
no, I don't think so.
But I mean, if you've got a fucking driver that's consistently in the top 5, consistently winning races and consistently being a champion, I don't really think the constructors, you don't really fucking need it, as much as that fucking is shitty to say, but
you do need the constructors, because that gets you money, that gets you time in aero testing, that gets you a lot of stuff.
It gives you less
Is it
aero
worth?
testing. It goes down as you get higher up. So if you're first, you get the least
Yeah,
amount. But
but you get more money.
they don't
Is it worth?
they don't need
Mm.
money. They have a 4-time world champion as their guy. They're always going to be on TV. And they always are. Red Bull's generally
I
always
mean,
on
yeah, it is
TV.
Red Bull.
So it's like their sponsors are basically getting what they paid for. They're getting TV time. And especially since they're sponsoring a 4-time world champion, the only other world champions are fucking Lewis and Fernando. And it's like Lewis is in a Ferrari, so they're fucking happy with that. But I don't think Horner's, until they start consistently not winning and Max leaves, basically, Horner will never be in the hot seat.
I think when Max leaves, Horner retires.
It's a possibility because he's not going to want to deal with the fucking shitty driver they bring in. It's going to be.
It's not even that. He's not going to be able to keep that team where they're at.
That's
Max
so
is keeping
true.
the team where it's at.
Yeah, 100%.
Horner
100%.
I don't think Horner has anything to do with how good Red Bull is at all.
No, it's all Max. It's 100% on Max. But you also got to think about it. Like, Horner stepped in. I don't even know when the fuck he stepped in, but I know when
2005.
Yeah, when they first started. But when Seb was winning all those fucking championships, he was there. He was the face of it. So, and it's kind of like, yeah, they dipped from, what was it, 2012 to 2017 when Max stepped in. So they had a 5-year lull. So
But those are generational talents.
Oh, 100%. I'm not saying that Horner is the best team principal, but I'm saying that his seat is never going to be up for grabs until Max leaves.
Yeah. No. With Max there, Horner's fine.
Yeah. And
like I said, though, I think when Max leaves, Horner retires.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think, to be honest, fucking Horner calls anything over the fucking radio. It's all Max's engineer.
No. Yeah, GP.
Yeah, they're fucking, that team around Max is just the best. And I don't think that's probably the main reason why Max is doing so well. It's because, the car's tailored towards him and he's got the fucking best team in Red Bull behind him. Yuki ain't got shit. He's just fucking trying to survive.
He has a Honda backing. And that's the only reason he is in that seat right now.
And I mean, to be honest with you, Honda's leaving next year, so they're probably going to can Yuki and bring up Hajar. I guarantee it.
No, they 100% are.
Yeah. It sucks. Because, I mean, Yuki's not a terrible driver, but like he was doing so good at the beginning of the year, right up until he got into the Red Bull. And then he started shitting the bed. And then you see...
Because the Red Bull is not a good car. You've heard it from Albon, from Ricardo, from anybody that's raced alongside Max. It's Max's car.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. And I like how, no, I think that's enough said there. I think that's fucking fantastic point. It just sucks.
No, it's Max's car. That's literally, like you said, that's the only thing that needs to be said. It's Max's car.
Yeah. And I mean, the fact that the RB is even better than the Red Bull is insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Well, I think that's enough for Canada. I feel like we've nailed every point there.
Fucking beat the dead horse, dude.
Yeah. Well, how about Austria? What are we thinking for Austria? We got, let's see. I'm trying to think. It's the shortest laps of the year. I mean,
yeah.
It's a very fast track with, 3 DRS zones is going to do that. But I don't know. I'm excited for turn 1.
Dude,
I'm so excited for turn 1.
I feel like
and turn 3.
I was gonna say
turn 3.
1,
that hairpin is.
Yeah, turn 1 is pretty fast corner, so it's not where you get everything. But dude, turn 3 is where you get fucking everything.
I have like 150 hours between F124 and now 25, and I still just can't get turn 3. I just can't.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, that's where last year. Fucking Lando and Max decided to play bumper cars.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good one. There's only 3 overtaking spots, pretty much like traditional overtaking spots. 1, 3, and
6 maybe. Corner wise.
Is that long hairpin?
Believe so.
Is it? No, that's 4.
No,
Or no, that's
I'm trying to
5
think.
technically.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 is the long
The
lefter,
long.
the left-hander, the long left-hander.
Yeah. They count it as a corner, but even though it's really not a corner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited for Austria. I love Austria. That was granted it's the easiest track to race on, but it was the first track I ever raced on F1.
I'd say it's definitely one of my favorites. I would say for sure. It's so fast. It's so much fun.
My favorite track I think though has to be Albert Park.
Oh,
Dude, I
really?
love that track. I love Australia.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Albert Park. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking. It's all right.
All right. Let's backtrack to Austria.
Backtrack. Yeah.
I do. This is the first race Russell ever scored points at,
Interesting.
and he's coming off of a win.
Well,
What are
and
we
he
gonna do?
he
What's
did.
he gonna do?
He did win it last year, technically on a technicality. He won it last year.
Well,
I don't know.
technically he didn't win. He did win, but technically, according to the rules, he did not.
No, you're thinking of
For
Spa.
anybody,
You're thinking of
is that
Spa.
was that Spa?
Yeah. Fucking Austria is where it was Lando and Max. They crashed. George took it, and then he won. Like the last fucking lap or something like that. Last 2 laps. And he took it because they crashed.
Oh
He was
yeah,
in
no,
P3.
you're right.
Yeah, and then
You're
Spa was where he was.
Spa is when
underweight.
he was underweight.
Yes. Yep. Fucking. I'm pretty sure the week after that. After next week. This weekend. Close enough. It's all right.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know. I don't think
he's going back to back.
no, and
I think Piastri or Norris I think Norris is going to bounce back, or Piastri is just going to continue to dominate.
he has been, but I mean they struggled in Canada. So with their pace in general, I mean the fact that even fucking Russell was able to take pole when Piastri's been doing so good is just I don't know if they've got the pace. I don't know if it was the car setup for Canada, if Canada just wasn't a track for them, or if it was the fucking front wing regulation changes in Spain. I don't know.
Well, they raced Spain with the new front wings.
Yeah, they did, and I know. Yeah, but Piastri
And they still won.
But Piastri was not as far ahead as he was in previous races. They were still
True.
fucking good. I know they're faster, or they're more suited for the fast corners. Than I think the slow corners. I think, or was that last year's car? I can't remember. But I mean, fast corners, Austria. Yeah, it could be. It could be Piastri. I don't know. I feel like
it's just hard to not. It's just hard to not take the 2 McLaren.
yeah, that is very true. But you also have to
It's-
think about fucking what 2 years in a row. The last 2 years in a row, Max had 10-place grid penalties. Started P11 and fucking still ended up winning. Well, not last year, but I think the year previous and the year before that.
Okay, well, think about the year previous that he was in quite literally a space, like a rocket ship. That car was miles ahead of anything. He could have
Very
started
true.
P40 and probably won that race.
Dude, he could have started in fucking Canada and he still would have won that goddamn race.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Well,
that car is just that. It's not even fair to compare. It's really just not.
yeah, the 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's frankly when I think fucking Red Bull started taking a downhill turn at the end of the year. With whatever fucking they brought, I just think it started going downhill.
That and then Newey said bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. But Max has just historically done good in Austria. So it's kind of hard to say that he's not going to do
Well,
good.
yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah. And fucking one thing for the rookies, too, is it's a fucking piece of shit sprint race. So,
Yeah, they aren't gonna have enough practice, or well, not necessarily not enough, but not as much.
yeah. Not, yeah. What was the last sprint race? It was fucking,
Miami.
was it Miami? Was that the first sprint race? Was it the first sprint race?
We went Australia. China was a sprint weekend.
China was the first sprint weekend. That's what it was.
Yeah, and then Miami was the last sprint weekend.
So this is the third sprint weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then the next one is going to be. When's the next sprint weekend? Qatar?
I thought there was 6.
Oh, yeah, Coda's a sprint weekend.
So is Brazil, right? At least Brazil was last year. Yeah, Brazil.
Yeah, it is.
So it's Qatar, Brazil, and
Coda.
Coda.
But in reverse order. Coda, Brazil, and then Qatar.
Yes. Yeah. God, dude, I fucking hate the sprints. I just don't. What's the point? What's the point of it?
They're stupid. I'll say it.
Like if you just want to fucking, you might as well just take the practice, the first or the last practice session, and whoever's fucking just give them points based off of that. It's the same thing.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think what race was it? It might have been China. I forget who it was. Once they got far enough behind, they just treated it as a practice session. 'Cause you're not getting back. You'd be stupid to not treat it like a practice session. See how long those sauce can last.
Yeah, for real.
See how much degradation you can get on those mediums.
Dude, those mediums,
like,
baby.
Like, I mean, the back of the pack, like the back 2 or 3 like people, it's just a practice session for them.
Yeah, it might as well be.
So I'd say Bortoleto, it's a practice session for.
Yeah.
I would almost go to say Yuki. It could be a practice session.
I could see it.
Who else? Colapinto?
Nah, in Alpine, yes. Obviously Lance. Who else? I don't know. I feel like those are kind of like the back markers. I feel like everyone else is going to do.
They are.
Lawson probably. Hajar probably finishing the points. I feel like this was just an off weekend for Pierre because he's actually been doing really fucking good. Like,
yeah.
For this year, he's been doing very well.
Dude, I want Sainz to win in a Williams. I want Sainz to win in a Williams.
I think that this year they're not going to get it. They're probably going to get the best points this year than they have, in the last fucking 20 years. But I think next year is when they're going to probably see podiums. I'm calling it next year.
Yeah. I'm calling it now. Locking it in. 6/8/25. I'm locking it in. In 2 years, Sainz will be on Audi.
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
Nico and Bortoleto both run contracts until 2026, like throughout 2026. 2027, both of their contracts are up. Depending on how Bortoleto does next year with Audi, I think they might keep him because he has options to extend.
Right. I feel like
I think they'd take Sainz over Nico.
Oh, 100%.
Not to.
I mean, I feel like in 3 years, Nico's going to retire. I mean, he's been in it for a long fucking time,
Yeah.
So I could see him just calling it quits.
Yeah, go out on top, hopefully with Audi.
Yeah, it's a fucking tough one, man. It's just so hard to tell with new regulations and everything,
Yeah.
It's just so fucking hard. I mean, especially when they're this, like in fucking, what do you call it? Intrusive? I don't know. That seems kind of.
I have no idea what you're trying to go for.
I think intrusive is good, where it's like they're changing so much.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know what you mean now.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about it.
All right, well, I got a couple questions for you.
Send it, brother. All
right. Who do you think is going to get the most penalties this week?
Fucking. I'm gonna go Yuki. Yuki had a good amount last year, I think.
I was trying to think of who had a decent amount last year.
I'm pretty sure Yuki had a good amount last year. What was it? It was 40 total violations last year.
Was it last year or just past seasons?
Oh, I'm sure it was last year alone in Austria. Like, there's no way. Yuki would be a good one, or I would even fucking venture to say Liam Lawson, brother. That guy's gonna be fucking trying to push so hard. I don't know. I kind of feel like after he got canned, like he was trying really hard in the Red Bull, and then he got canned and is kind of just not trying nearly as hard. So it's hard to say, but I feel like Yuki or Lawson, fucking one of the Red Bull pair, you know?
Yeah. I'm looking it up right now. Okay, so
I'm like 90% sure it was 40. We saw 40.
yeah, but I think that might have said past seasons. 2024 Austrian Grand Prix. That's just a FIA document. Okay. Time penalties and points given out in 2024.
Holy shit. K-Mag, baby. Holy fuck.
This had to have been like in total.
Yeah. No, this wasn't just
Okay, per race weekend.
Look at
We'll go Austria. 6 time penalties in Austria. Okay.
Probably, I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be fucking...
I don't even want to know how many track limits.
That's going to be track limits all the way.
Yeah. Qatar and Abu Dhabi had 7.
Huh. I mean, there was a lot of fucking collisions in Abu Dhabi last year, though. There was a lot. That's probably what most of that is.
Yeah, probably.
Max, Oscar, I'm pretty sure, was it K-Mag or...
Yep. I think that was when K-Mag went full defender.
Yeah, on fucking Botas.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck. Good times, huh?
Yeah. It was a very interesting watch.
Real quick, look at that first comment. K-Mag domination could bore fans. That's fucking funny as shit. Yeah. I feel like there's just going to be a lot. I mean, thinking about quali, think about how many freaking time deleted you're going to have. You're going to have so many. And that's just the nature of the beast, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it'll probably be Yuki.
Yuki going to go fucking flying again, dude.
It's going to be Yuki or a rookie.
Yeah. I could see it.
And I'm not talking Fernando.
Fucking the GOAT rookie, dude.
No, that would have been so stupid. I'm not even going to make that joke.
Do it.
Nah.
All right, fair enough.
All right, give me a hot take. Just jump right into the next thing.
Hot.
I need your wildest hot take for either. We'll go this race.
Race, Austria. I am gonna go with. I think we're gonna see fucking Max win this race. That's not really necessarily a hot take, but I mean, the way that things have been and the fact that he hasn't won that many races, I think he's gonna fucking take the win on this one.
I can see it.
I think it's gonna be that, and yeah, that's probably my hottest take. I'd say is just that Max is gonna win. That's not even really a hot take, but I can't really think of anything else right now.
I think Bortoleto isn't gonna finish last.
That's not really a hot take, bro. When you got fucking Lance Stroll back there, dude, it's not really a hot take.
No, I'm trying to think of a good hot take.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's kind of hard. It's just been so like predictable this year.
It really has. Like, nothing seems like crazy out of the ordinary.
No, I mean most of the time the pole winner or the fucking
Nico getting points maybe was probably like
but
that's
not
insane
even
thing.
That's not even a hot take though, is because he got points this weekend and he got points in Spain. The good points in Spain too. He beat out Lewis.
Well, the points in Spain were definitely safety car related. I think they were safety car related.
He fucking beat Lewis.
Yeah,
a fucking Sauber of a...
Let me get ahead of Lewis and give me safety cars till the end of the race, and I can beat Lewis too.
I want to say he fucking beat Lewis after the safety car was over.
I don't think he did.
I'm 90% sure, brother. 99.
I might be wrong. I'm not going to claim I'm perfect.
I was going to say, but to be fair, he might have had new tires, but He still beat him. That's the principle. It's not the fact that you got faster tires. But at the end of the day, you're also looking at fresh tires on a Sauber versus old tires. No, fucking Lewis pitted too. I don't fucking remember. Yeah. I don't remember exactly, but I know that he finished above Lewis. You could give it to safety cars, but there's going to be your hot take is that Nico's going to get 3 point scores in a row.
That would be a good one. But my hot take is going to be a Hadjar top 5.
I like it.
Hadjar top 5.
That's a good hot take.
I'm locking that in as the hot take.
I don't think he's finished above P5. I know he's finished in the points quite a bit, but I don't think he's gotten above a P5.
I don't think he has either. But I think
that's a fucking good one.
I think he might. He might.
It's tough. It's tough to say because, I mean, the top 3 teams, 4 teams technically, if you want to include Ferrari, are they're doing good. They've been pretty consistently top 5. I don't think anyone has broken that top 5. And when you think about only, now 3 teams have won out of that top 4 teams. I mean, that's
Ferrari's
a good
the
one.
Only one that hasn't.
Yeah, Ferrari's the only one. Well, no, they've podiumed though.
Yeah, they haven't won.
No, they're the only ones that haven't won. And I don't think they're gonna fucking do it this year, to be honest with you. I gotta be honest. Maybe Monza, a fucking back-to-back, maybe.
Lewis fucking legacy race.
Oh, dude. If Lewis wins Monza, I mean, fucking Italy would probably just explode, you know?
Lewis legacy race incoming.
Yeah. That'd be fucking crazy. That'd be cool. I'd like to see it.
I would love to see that. But what do you think is one thing to watch out for each team? We'll go down the list. We'll start up top with McLaren.
Let's see here.
What is something to watch for?
I mean, they're gonna be racing each other again. I feel it in my balls. They're gonna race again, so it's just, obviously minimizing another crash on their end is gonna be probably number one.
Yeah.
Red Bull, they got to get Yuki in the points. I know he got points, but I mean, he got points in Canada.
They have to get him in good points.
Yeah, good points, not fucking P9.
Granted,
P10.
I mean, because they're not worried about being 5th in standings because Williams is behind them with over 100 points behind them. Yeah. But they're only 21 points behind Ferrari.
It's pretty tight. I mean, those 3, because it's like 16 points from Mercedes to Ferrari, and then it's 13 points from Ferrari to Red Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to get Yuki in the points just to finish high enough. They're not going to beat Red Bull, or McLaren. That ship has fucking sailed. But
yeah, I mean, McLaren has 7 wins right now.
Yeah. I think that they just got to get Yuki in the points. Mercedes, I think they just have to. Their number one thing they got to worry about is qualing. Because they've kind of proven if they can get out in front, they do pretty good.
That's just the getting out in front part that they have the issue with sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah, they can't. I don't think they do good in dirty air, so it's kind of tough.
No, they definitely don't.
Yeah.
All right, let's go Williams.
Williams, dude. I mean, they're kind of in the same boat. They got to fucking qual better. They've proven that they have the race pace because, I mean, look at Sainz. He qualled, what, P16, P17? He kind of got fucked. Well, he did get fucked by Hadjar. And then he finished P10. So their pace is good. Their strategy is pretty good. They just, again, I mean, qualling. That's always been their struggle. At least, well, not always, but like this year, that's been their struggle is qualling.
Yeah.
They got to figure it the fuck out.
All right. What are your thoughts on Haas?
Haas? Jesus Christ, man. Fucking figure out how to be America's team. My God. Fuck. Bro, all these bitches Cadillacs. It's like, no, dude, Haas is America's team. Don't worry about it. I mean, they got to get their race pace probably, I think, could use some help. I don't know. I've not really been paying attention to Haas, to be honest with you.
And once you get down to these bottom 5 teams,
Yeah, they just need to fucking qual and have good race pace. I mean, that's it.
I didn't realize Aston Martin was that far back.
Dude, they're bad. Alonso's first points was I want to
They
say
only got 22.
it was only in Spain, and I'm pretty sure he's the only one that has the points, right? Or does fucking Stroll have points?
22 points. I'm sure there's
One or
no.
two.
I
from
think
Stroll?
I think Stroll got points at one point.
I think he did because fucking Fernando.
Yeah, Stroll has 14. Fernando only has 8.
I'm pretty sure he got those 8 this weekend and in Spain.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy to think about.
our bottom 3 with 0. Well, technically it's only bottom 2
Well, yeah,
because Duhan and Colapinto just swapped. But so Bortoleto and Colapinto, I don't think either of them are gonna get points this season. Maybe Colapinto.
I was gonna say because he did really good in the Williams last year. He did really fucking good, like shockingly good.
Yeah, Gasly is in 14th right now.
He's been doing really
same
fucking
car.
good too. Yeah, I think
He
it's
is in 15th.
dude. That's sad.
Jesus
You're in a Red
Christ.
Bull, and most of his points are when he was in the RB.
If not all of them.
I was gonna say no. I think he fucking got like P9 in Canada. I think.
Did he?
I want to say he did. I want to say he scored, but not a lot. But I mean,
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I mean for Alpine and Sauber, I think, yeah, it's just getting those guys because I mean Bortoleto just doesn't. I mean, first year in
better
F1,
car.
yeah, but it's not even that because fucking Hulkenberg's been doing really fucking good compared
True.
to Bortoleto.
You're right.
But I mean, it also could come down to that experience. Like, I mean, fucking.
I'm sure it does.
I mean, Hulkenberg's been in a shitty car basically his entire career. So he understands how to drive a shitty car. He's also been doing it just for forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like you throw Gabby in there. Just coming hot off F2. Sure, he won the championship, but Formula 1 is so much different than Formula 2.
Oh yeah. It's 60 miles an hour faster at least.
Yeah. I mean, you're taking corners so much faster, so it's kind of like I think it's just confidence for him just getting into the car. So
Dude, a little off topic. Sorry. You said taking corners that fast. Dude, I watched the Mexico street circuit race for the NASCAR Cup Series.
Did you?
I was at the bar and it was on. And I was just watching it. Dude, it was I couldn't even take it serious. Like they just looked like bumper cars on the racetrack. Like it looked like I was with friends at Sportway racing the go-karts. Like that is what it looked like.
Yeah. You can do that though because the bodywork doesn't matter as much as it does on a Formula 1 car.
No, but it's just, dude, I couldn't take it seriously. It was just, I don't know. So you just
way off
taking
topic.
turns, and it just brought that up.
Taking left turns only, brother. That's all I fucking know how to do.
All right. Well, we've been going for a minute, so I think the best way to end this is to go over your pick fives. That's what we're gonna call it. The pick five.
You
want
want
to
to
pick 5 for the sprint,
Okay.
top 5, and we're gonna pick 5 for the race.
All right.
It doesn't have to be in the order.
Yep. Random order.
But we're gonna go top 5, like
All right.
whatever you think the top 5 is gonna be.
All right.
So I want your top 5 for the sprint, and then I'll go with mine. Then top 5 for the race, and I'll go with mine.
All right.
I just have a feeling we're probably gonna have the same top 5.
It's probably gonna be very similar.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. So for the sprint, I'm gonna go Lando, Oscar, Max, George Leclerc.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you had, huh?
That was my top 5 for the sprint. My race is different. Race is different.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with race wise. I'm gonna go both McLarens, Max, Leclerc, and Kimi. So similar, but no, fuck that. I'm taking out Leclerc. I'm gonna put in George.
Okay. So my top 5 for the race
fucking
were Oscar, Lando, Max, George, and Kimi. I swear on everything.
Oh my god, dude. Is that
Okay, I'll change mine. I'll have a little bit of difference here.
If you think that's it, dude, fucking let it happen.
I think it is, but we're gonna throw in a little bit of controversy.
I'm throwing a curveball, dude. Fucking Yuki P1.
No, you know what? My hot take. It's gonna be Oscar, Lando, Max. I know Max. We're gonna go George, and we're gonna go Hajar. I said he was gonna get top 5. That was my.
You did. You have to put it in now.
That was my hot take. So, sorry, Kimi, love you, but I'm going with Hajar on this one.
That could be good. I think that could be accurate. I like it.
But yeah, no, I think. So we don't even have to worry about the sprint. We have the exact same sprint.
I was gonna say. I mean, fucking Canada was a one-off with fucking Lewis, or not Canada. China was a one-off with Lewis winning, but I don't think that's gonna fucking happen again.
Yep, I'm sending my. I'm locking it in right now.
Lock it in, brother. Lock it in.
Mm-hmm. Locked it in.
I like it.
Max, Oscar, Lando, George, and Hajar.
Let's see if the wish comes true, huh?
Yep. Locked it in. But, all right, well, I think that's all she wrote for today.
Word, brother.
That's it for this week. If you made it to the end, you've officially lasted longer than half the grid at Turn 1 in Austria.
Make sure to download and save on Spotify and Apple, subscribe to Boaks Racing and Formula 1 Addict on YouTube, and follow the F1 Addict on TikTok.
We'll be back post-race with breakdowns, roasts, and probably one more reason to yell at the FIA. This was a cooldown lap where Ferrari memes are a race weekend tradition.